Ironsight is a near-future first-person shooter developed by Wiple Games that is free to play. And I used to play this game actually a good amount back in the day, way before it was even on Steam, and then I even got back in and dabbled a bit when it came out on Steam towards the end of 2019. However, after that I kind of fell off a bit, but back in August I was getting ready to re-download Ironsight and play again after doing some PC upgrades, so I went to the store and I was greeted by this post with the title, Ironsight Closing. So I thought to myself, well, that kind of sucks, and I just moved on with my day slightly saddened. Now I'm going to take full credit for this if you actually read the whole article, which I did not do at the time. It goes into detail about how the game isn't actually closing, but now the international version that's developed and published by Wiple Games will be on Steam instead of the prior version that we had, which was the North American specific version that was published by Arrrash Games. One big thing to note is that this is actually a different Steam listing than the old one, so when I re-downloaded the old version of Ironsight and tried to launch it, it didn't work. And I didn't realize this until a commenter on one of my videos mentioned that Ironsight was still going. All this confusion was due to a falling out that Wiple had with Arrrash, and now they obviously published their own game, and then this version came to Steam. So with that said, Wiple Games is a studio that you probably haven't heard of, who make a free-to-play shooter that you also might not have heard of, that's had an interesting life to say the least. Ironsight originally came to Steam back at the end of 2019 like I said, but had been kicking around off of Steam for at least a year or two before in different iterations of early access and beta and all that good stuff. So it had been around for a while, although I'm not having a ton of luck trying to find the exact date that it originally launched on Google. So with that said, let's hop into the game and see if you can still play Ironsight. Alright, so we hopped into a CTF game here, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, it has been a while since I played this game, seriously. It's been months, but the first thing I noticed when I jumped in earlier to kind of start working on this video to kind of get back into the game a little bit before recording was, unfortunately, my aim sucks. That's not what I was gonna say. Unfortunately, when they moved from the old version that was through Arrrash Games to the now Wiple Games version, I guess they weren't able to roll over all the levels that you unlocked and all the items. So unfortunately, I have had to restart back at level 1 with no guns unlocked or anything like that. Which, it's not a huge deal. At a more competitive level, I do think the guns that you pick matter, and the little edges that you get by using some of the better guns obviously makes a difference, but kind of at a casual level, which is what I've always played this game at, but the default guns that you just unlock when you originally open the game honestly aren't that bad, and that's what we'll be using in this video. Partly because I haven't unlocked that many, and then also so you guys can kind of see what it's like if you were to just open this game up and play with the guns that you'd unlock right at the start without having to put any time or any money in. It has been a long time since I played, like I said, but this game is free to play, so there is a lot of free to play mechanics that people might not be a fan of. There's a couple different currency modes, and you can buy guns with them and whatnot, although you can just play the game to unlock the guns, but it does take a little bit of time if you were to really grind them out and you wanted to unlock a bunch of guns. If you're just going to play normally and unlock a gun here and there, then you'll be fine, but if you're one of those people that wants to have like every gun in a game, then that is going to start to rack up some money or a lot of time, basically. But the easiest way to describe this game, which I should have honestly let off with, is this feels a lot like Black Ops 2. Which is really cool because obviously even the recent Black Ops games do not feel like the old Black Ops games. Like Cold War, the beta rolled out, I don't know, a month or so ago now, and while it feels okay, it still feels nothing like Black Ops 2. And honestly, this game feels a lot more like Black Ops 2, albeit it's a free-to-play version, so you kind of lose some of the polish and everything that you get from a full-fledged Call of Duty game. But overall, I really enjoyed this game back in the day, and it's cool to see that it still exists and that you can still clearly play it. There's not a ton of people playing. When I was looking at the Steam charts, you're talking in the 700 to 800 range on a good day. But honestly, for a game like this, I mean, that's plenty of people to find matches, and I didn't have any problems finding matches tonight, and I am playing a little bit later into the night, and so I can only imagine if you're playing at more peak times, then it's even easier to find matches. One thing I will say is back in the day, and I haven't tried it since I launched it back up, But back in the day, ranked games would sometimes take a while to find matches, and the ranked hopper does still exist. I saw it in there. I haven't tried to play it like I was saying, but I imagine those probably take a while to find games, and I don't know for sure if they've changed it, but the ranked mode used to just be search and destroy, which I always thought was a little weird, because if you've ever played like League play in Black Ops 2, or you've competed in Call of Duty or played game battles or anything like that, usually it's a rotation of respawn and search and destroy, unless you're playing search and destroy specific ladders. So it seems like they kind of leaned in a bit more to the PC audience there, as things like Counter-Strike or even like Call of Duty 4 Pro mod back in the day basically only have the search and destroy game mode as the competitive game mode. What is that guy doing? He's just chilling under there. So some main differences kind of between this and Black Ops 2, and it has been a while since I've actually really played Black Ops 2, but this game does feel a little bit slower, I would say. The jump kind of has this weird effect where it really slows you down. I don't really know how to explain it. And then the health in this game, I think the time to kill and the health is about the same, but it does seem like it takes longer to regen your health. So if you get kind of shot and you want to get full health before getting back into combat, you know, it is going to take a little bit longer. Although I do need some time to kind of maybe sit down and time it side to side with Black Ops 2 to see how much different it is. So like I was saying, right now we're playing Capture the Flag, and there is a search and destroy mode. Basically, this game has a lot of the Call of Duty modes that you'd expect it to. You have Capture the Flag, you have search and destroy, there's a team deathmatch mode, and then there's like a hardpoint headquarters type mode. And then they've actually added some new modes since the last time I've played, and I've only gotten a few games in them so far, but there's a really jank battle royale. I don't even know if I should call it a battle royale, because basically you spawn onto a regular sized map like this and you just play 5v5, but with 1 life per round, and you can run around the map and pick up ammo and a couple guns here and there. It's a funky little mode. I really wouldn't recommend that as a selling point of this game at all. They must have just thrown it in to kind of try and capitalize off of the battle royale trend. I don't think it's very good. I wouldn't even consider it a battle royale. It reminds me of more like an elimination mode that you would play back in Gears of War or something like that. One of the other modes that they added that I was playing a bit of kind of reminded me a bit of Control, a little bit. There was some points if you were on the attacking side that you'd have to attack, and basically you would try and take them over like you would in Control. The main difference that I noticed was there wasn't a life limit, it was just limited by time. So that's a little bit different. Control kind of has that aspect where there is the set amount of lives that each team has that can throw a wrinkle into things at times. But just like Call of Duty, and I'll be honest, I don't totally remember if Black Ops 2 had score streaks or kill streaks. It's kind of hard to keep track of all that stuff, and they seem to change it all the time these days. But this game has score streaks, so you will get your kill streaks, or your score streaks I should say, over time, obviously by doing objectives, getting kills, and they persist through death. You'll kind of notice that when I respawn here, the bar toward that last score streak there didn't reset. Different people prefer the different styles there on kill streaks versus score streaks. I don't know if I really have a huge preference either way. It kind of just depends on the game. Sometimes it can seem like in some of the Call of Duties there's a lot of kill streak or score streak spam, and some of the other games they aren't as bad. It kind of just comes down to how strong the score streaks or kill streaks end up being, and I wouldn't say they're overpowering in this game. I mean, they're just like Call of Duty. Occasionally you're going to get killed by them and it's a little bullshit, but occasionally you're going to get some kills with them, and that's always a blast. Oh my god, I almost whiffed him so hard. So I do feel like, since I've mentioned this is a free-to-play game and it has a lot of those free-to-play mechanics, I should just kind of quickly show you kind of what I'm talking about there, and then we'll hop into one more game. But basically you have the store here. As you can see, you can buy skins for all your guns. There's kind of free boxes that you get every day for playing, just like almost a mobile game. This game does kind of have mobile game-esque monetization, but like I said, even though you have to unlock a lot of the guns, the default guns play fine and you can have a lot of fun with them. So then you can kind of just slowly work your way toward the better stuff. At least that's how I felt about it back in the day, and getting back into it now, I kind of still feel the same, honestly. I don't know if someone more super into Ironsight would kind of disagree with me there. But you can see you can have loadouts here, just obviously like Call of Duty, and you have all these different guns that you can unlock. You do have to repair the guns, which is kind of annoying and weird, but you earn plenty of the in-game currency that you never have to actually spend money to repair your guns, so it's not too bad. Just like Call of Duty, there's a ton of different attachments for your guns that you can unlock through the different boxes, and I think you can buy some of them. But right now I'm just using the holographic scope that basically came with it. You unlock some of these attachments just by leveling up also, so it's not too bad. All right, so that was just like quick and dirty. I don't want to get super into the monetization model because like I said, this is a free-to-play game and it is from a company that is from Asia, so you get a little bit more of that old school free-to-play mentality as opposed to free-to-play games now, which are way more mainstream, and they've kind of changed the way that they do monetization. All right, we hopped into a search and destroy game here. Obviously, if you've played Call of Duty, you know what search and destroy is. I'm using the sniper this time. We'll see if we can get any sniper kills. I do not know this map at all, so we'll see how I'm able to do. I got hit markers there, which is pretty annoying. Oh, shit. Got him! There we go. I do remember back when I used to play this, the snipers were actually pretty overpowered just because a lot of them are one-shots, and on a mouse and keyboard that can be pretty unbalanced when the time to kill of the default like assault rifles and SMGs is a lot higher. So I do remember a lot of people complaining about that. I don't know if that's been fixed. Sniper rifles might still kind of be the meta, especially if you're playing like pub ranked or pub search and destroy or something like that. I do remember a lot of people thought that they were kind of too strong. But if you enjoy sniping, I mean, you might just enjoy that anyways, so it might not be a bad thing. So one thing you might kind of ask yourself is like, why would you play this game over just playing Black Ops 2? Because Black Ops 2 still exists and you can still definitely play it. And I think the thing that this game has going for it over Black Ops 2 is just the fact that it's still actually being developed. They still add new things into the game. They add new guns. They add new maps occasionally. I don't know when the last time they had to do map modes, but like this map wasn't in the game when I used to play. And they add new game modes and skins and all that sort of stuff, whereas Black Ops 2 is kind of just a capsule in time, unless you're playing, I think it's Plutonium, which is that fan-made mod. But besides that, you kind of get what you get with Black Ops 2. I can't believe I've hit some of these snipes, to be honest. Sniping in this game is an absolute blast. I just want to reiterate that and make sure that everyone understands how much, if you enjoy sniping in Call of Duty games, but maybe you haven't enjoyed it in Modern Warfare 2019 or maybe the Cold War beta or Black Ops 4 or something like that, you might really enjoy sniping in this game. Oh! Alright, we pulled out the assault rifle. We'll see if this goes a little bit better. Oh no, oh no. Pumpkinhead. Please, Pumpkinhead. Alright, spoiler, it did not go any better. The Pumpkinhead was too strong. Oh my god, what did I just witness? If you played this game back in the day or you still play it now, let me know in the comments what your favorite gun is. I'm kind of curious what different people like to use, maybe what guns I should unlock playing this time around, because I don't really remember what I used to use back in the day. So yeah, that's Ironsight. If you guys enjoyed the video, you know what to do. If you want to catch me live, you can follow me over on Twitch. I stream there 2 or 3 nights a week. We mostly play first-person shooters with a lot of Halo, and if that isn't enough me for you, you can follow me over on Twitter so you can kind of keep up to date on things. With that said, I'll see you all next time.